What's the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to you in public? Okay, so you guys are not going to believe what happened to me at my school's spring festival. I thought it was just a normal day helping at the breakfast booth. I was wrong, so wrong. Within an hour, I was covered in pancake batter, slipping on syrup, launching pancakes at a teacher's face. And yes, someone filmed the entire thing. And somehow it only got worse from there. I swear I am not a dramatic person. I'm not the type who says, this is the most embarrassing thing ever every 5 minutes. But what happened to me last spring at my school's charity festival still wakes me up at night. And the worst part? It started with pancakes. Our school hosts this huge annual event called Spring Fest. Think carnival booths. Food trucks, games, a stage for performances, and basically the entire town showing up. Students run most of the booths. Parents volunteer. Teachers walk around pretending they're in control. And every single student hopes they don't embarrass themselves in front of everyone. Spoiler alert, I failed that mission spectacularly. My best friend Kayla and I had signed up to help run the breakfast booth. Basically, we made pancakes, waffles, and breakfast sandwiches. Easy, right? Wrong. I should have known the universe had plans for me when my morning started with my alarm not going off. I woke up at 9:12 a.m. The festival started at 9. My shift started at 8:30. I launched out of bed like a startled cat. Are you serious? I yelled at my phone. My mom shouted from the hallway. You're supposed to be at school. I know. I threw on the first outfit I could find. Black leggings, an oversized hoodie, and my white sneakers. Big mistake. Huge mistake. You'll understand later. I brushed my hair, grabbed my phone, and ran out the door without eating. Which again will become important later. By the time I got to school, the place looked like a full-blown carnival. Kids running everywhere. Music blasting from giant speakers. Food smells floating through the air. And the worst part? Everyone from school was there. Including my crush, Jordan. Jordan was tall, funny, and somehow always looked like he walked out of a shampoo commercial. And of course, he was working the drink stand directly across from ours. Fantastic. When I reached the breakfast booth, Kayla looked at me like she was about to strangle me. You're late! I overslept. You left me alone making pancakes for 30 minutes. Are you alive? Barely. Behind her was a giant table covered with pancake batter, syrup bottles, and stacks of plates. Parents and kids were already lining up. Kayla shoved an apron at me. Just start cooking. The first hour actually went fine. Too fine. That should have been my warning. I was flipping pancakes like a professional. People were laughing, talking, eating. Jordan even came over once to grab food. Hey, he said. I nearly dropped a spatula. Hi. Kayla smirked at me. Jordan pointed at the pancakes. Those good? Best you'll ever have, I said. Confidence level dangerously high. Then the first disaster happened. A little kid bumped into our table. Hard. The giant container of pancake batter tipped. And before I could stop it, whoosh! A waterfall of batter spilled all over the front of me. My hoodie, my leggings, my shoes, everything. For a second, the entire booth went silent. Then someone behind the line laughed. Kayla tried not to laugh. You look like you got attacked by cake mix. I hate you. I grabbed paper towels and tried to wipe it off. But pancake batter is sticky. Really sticky? So instead of cleaning it, I just kind of smeared it around. Now it looked worse. Like I had rolled around in glue. Jordan chose that exact moment to walk back over. Of course he did. He stared at my hoodie. What happened to you? Pancake crime scene, Kayla said. Kayla! Jordan laughed. Need help? Nope, totally fine. Love being covered in breakfast. Internally, I wanted to disappear into the ground. But the day had only just begun. Around noon, the festival got packed. Like shoulder to shoulder crowded. The breakfast booth was still busy, even though it was technically lunchtime. Kayla handed me a plate with 6 pancakes. Take this to the judges' table. Apparently, the festival had a small group of teachers judging booths. Great. So I had to walk through a huge crowd while covered in dried pancake batter. Perfect. The judges' table was set up near the stage, which meant everyone was sitting around watching performances. Music. Dancing. Crowds everywhere. I carefully carried the plate, trying not to drop anything. And then I stepped on something wet. My sneaker slid. My body tilted. And before I could catch myself, I went down. Hard. The pancakes launched off the plate like frisbees. One hit the ground. One hit a table. And one hit a teacher directly in the face. Time froze. The entire crowd gasped. The teacher slowly peeled a pancake off his glasses. It was Mr. Dawson, the strictest teacher in the entire school. He blinked at me. I was still sitting on the ground. Did you just throw a pancake at me? No. Kayla appeared behind me, trying not to laugh. She fell. Mr. Dawson wiped syrup off his tie. I see. Somewhere in the crowd, someone started clapping. Then laughing. Then, I heard a phone camera click. Someone had filmed it. Of course they did. I thought that was the worst it could get. I was wrong. So incredibly wrong. Because about 30 minutes later, the microphone incident happened. And that's when my embarrassment went from bad to legendary. After the pancake incident, I honestly thought I could crawl into a hole and disappear forever. Kayla helped me up, whispering, "You look like a sticky, syrupy disaster, but somehow, still alive." I wanted to die. I tried wiping myself off with some paper towels. But pancake batter doesn't come off easily. It's sticky, it clings, it mocks you. By now, the festival crowd had mostly forgotten the pancake missile, except for the phone cameras. Someone was already editing the video with dramatic music. I could feel my future humiliation trending in 3, 2, 1. Then came the stage incident. There was a karaoke contest happening on the small stage next to the food booths. Students were nervously singing pop songs in front of everyone. I didn't want to watch, I just wanted to hide. But Kayla grabbed my arm. Come on, they're calling volunteers for a fun game. You have to go. What? No, Too late. They picked you. Before I could protest, someone literally shoved a microphone into my hand. The MC, a teacher with a grin like he knew what he was doing, said, All right, let's hear it for our breakfast hero! She survived the pancake disaster. Let's hear her say something funny. I froze. Me? Funny? Covered in sticky pancake batter and half I my hoodie now hanging off. One shoulder like a sad flag. Absolutely not. I tried to whisper something polite. Hi? The microphone amplified my voice like a screaming banshee. Hi? The crowd erupted into laughter. And that was just the warm-up. Then Kayla whispered, You should say something funny. I panicked. My brain literally shut down. So, in a desperate attempt to be charming, I tried a joke. I really stick to my breakfast. The microphone screeched. Feedback noise. The crowd jumped. Dogs barked somewhere. A kid in the front row spilled his cotton candy. And everyone laughed. Not politely. Full-blown, uncontrollable, secondhand embarrassment laughter. I wanted to disappear into the pancake-stained floor. Then it got worse. Someone tossed me a giant fake pancake for a photo op. I tried to catch it, failed. It hit the edge of the stage, slid. Landed right on my foot, I screamed. Everyone screamed. Someone filmed it. I swear at least 5 TikToks were being made at that exact second. And the crowd cheered. For what, my suffering? By now my reputation was fully ruined. Even Jordan was laughing. He tried to hide it behind his hand, but it didn't work. I felt my cheeks burn. I wanted to crawl under the stage. But that would be impossible with the fake pancake stuck to my sneaker. And then, it got worse. A little girl ran onto the stage. She looked at me and said very seriously, You made a mess. My mom says girls shouldn't make pancakes. I swear I frozen. Kayla tried to hush her. Shh, no. Don't say that. Too late, the whole stage heard. The crowd gasped and laughed again. At this point, I was almost crying, but trying desperately to laugh it off. Yeah, I really stick to my breakfast, I muttered, voice shaking. The microphone squealed again. Someone in the front yelled, Turn it off! The chaos peaked when the syrup incident happened. After the stage disaster, I honestly thought my day couldn't possibly get worse. I was wrong. Very, very wrong. By mid-afternoon, the festival was in full swing. Music, carnival games, food everywhere. And somewhere in the back, my infamous pancake sliding into teacher and Jordan moment had gone viral. Not just viral, nuclear viral. I checked my phone. 5 missed calls from Kayla. 10 messages from people I didn't even know. 100+ notifications on Instagram and TikTok. Comments like, Is she okay? She needs a nap. And maybe a mop. I can't stop laughing, she's iconic. Why did she throw a pancake at Mr. Dawson? And of course, some cruel ones. Literally the worst human. She's why breakfast is scary. I wanted to delete my phone and hide under a table. Then the rumors began. By 3 p.m., it wasn't just videos and memes. Students were whispering, pointing, and reenacting the pancake incident like it was a historic battle. Did you hear she threw a pancake at a teacher? No, I heard she did it on purpose. Someone said she slipped on syrup and tried to trip Jordan. I felt my face burn so hot I was sure I could fry eggs on it. By 4 p.m., even parents were talking about me. One mom approached me at the booth sipping her coffee and said, Sweetie, I just saw the video. Are you okay? I mumbled, yes, totally fine. Inside, I was screaming. Kayla tried to cheer me up. Hey, at least you're famous now? I didn't feel famous. I felt like a public hazard. Then came the teacher confrontation. Mr. Dawson found me in the teacher's lounge. He crossed his arms and stared. You're aware your pancake attack is now everywhere, correct? Yes, I whispered. You embarrassed yourself, the school, and me. I tried to apologize. Words failed. Then, surprisingly, he sighed. Listen, I've seen worse. Just maybe less syrup next time. I blinked. Wait, was he forgiving me? Kayla snorted from behind the door. Meanwhile, Jordan found me again. I saw the video, he said, smirking. You were incredible. Thanks, I think. I mean, not everyone can make a stage, a teacher, and a crowd erupt like that. My brain froze. Did he just compliment me? After all this? By the end of the day, the festival was over, but the chaos lingered. The video had thousands of views. Memes were circulating around the school. Rumors had escalated to she's secretly a pancake villain. And me, I was exhausted, sticky, and emotionally drained. But I had survived, somehow. The next day, I went to school, fully expecting stares, whispers, and judgment. Instead, something incredible happened. People were coming up to me laughing, telling me how iconic I was. You're the pancake queen! I watched the video like 10 times. Even Jordan smiled and waved. And I realized, sometimes total chaos turns into unexpected glory. In the end, I never made pancakes at school again. I learned that public embarrassment is temporary. But humor, resilience, and friends like Kayla are forever. And honestly, looking back, it's kind of hilarious. Sure, I was sticky, syrup-covered, and humiliated in front of everyone. But I survived, and that day became one of the funniest stories I could ever tell. Sometimes embarrassment isn't the end of the world. Sometimes it's just your viral moment waiting to happen. The lesson? Never underestimate. A little kid's bump, a bottle of syrup, or your own 2 feet. Because they might just turn your life into a full-blown viral story and make you the legend of your school, whether you like it or not.